Hello and welcome. This is not my normal spot, as you can see, but we're free roaming some babies at the moment. But anyway, today I'm going to be showing you my normal feeding routine since last week I showed you my supplementary feeding routine. So we're going to get to that in a second. But first, so I feed my rats the Shunamite diet. This is a mix basically that you make at home. There is a way to do it in the USA, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But I feed my rats 10 grams a piece, again, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But the reason I do this is because I also give them fresh food and treats daily. You're just going to have to find what works best to maintain your rat's weights. For mine, that's about 10 grams per rat. The boys get a little bit more because anything under 15, they start to look a little bit thin, especially Fitz. Keeping Fitz's weight on is so hard. But, and then I also do the supplements. The reason I don't just give them more food is because, at least with Humdrum and the Weather Girls, Foggy gains weight if you look at her wrong. So maintaining her is really hard, and if I increase the amount of food, I know for a fact she blows up, because I did try that. And then with Wookie, it's the same case. Like, Ducky gains weight if you look at her wrong. So, and then with the triplets, it's like I can increase the amount of food, but if it's hard to maintain them now, there's no guarantee increasing their food's going to work. That's why I do supplementary feeding. And then I also scatter feed. So the reason... What are you doing, Grant? Grant, baby?
Grant, this is her intro.
That's fine. More rats, better. And the reason scatter feeding is good is because it helps them do some natural behaviors like digging, foraging. And even if you're not feeding a mix like I am, if you're feeding like Oxbow, for example, you should still scatter feed because those pieces are small enough that they can still get some enrichment out of it. If you're feeding something like Missouri where the blocks are like this big, I don't really see a point in trying to scatter feed because it's not like it's going to be hard for them to find anyway. So yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get to the feeding. So that's what I'm going to do. First, I got to get the food.
Brought to you by Sonic.
I wish. Anyway. I normally set it like this, but then you can't see the food, so I guess this is gonna have to go over here. Alright, so I feed the Shunamite diet, which is a diet that's easier to do in the UK, but it is possible to do in the US. If you're curious about it, there is a Facebook page called the Shunamite Diet USA. You can go visit. But, this is kind of what it looks like. I'm at the, as you can see, I'm at the very last, dregs of this mix, so I have to, make a new one this weekend. So it's not as aesthetically pleasing as it normally is. But, the rats don't care. So the way I feed is I do, since I give them fresh food every day, I do about 10 grams of their dry mix per rat a day. With some adjustments, like the boys get about 15 and the group of 7 gets an extra 5 because that's the best way to maintain their weight. And then everyone else, child, leave her alone. Cloud had a really bad stress day today. Like, she was puffy all free room.
Oh, well, yeah. You're getting scooped, so.
Yeah, tomorrow. No more uterus for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so first thing I do, I'll wait for my camera woman.
Everyone is aware of what's happening.
Yeah, they...
Oh my god, even Orville. How did she hear?
She can smell it. Yeah.
Orville.
Yeah, Orville's deaf. I don't know if y'all know that. Anyway, so first thing I do is I give it a good mix. And I scoop it up. And then for the triplets, they get 30 grams roughly. I don't quibble about 1 or 2 grams over. But I do quibble over 3 grams over.
Do you just have nightmares about how I do it?
No. Not my rats, not my problem.
Wow.
I also like to give them a treat just to make sure everyone gets something good. And also to distract them. Because it's a thing. Hi, guys.
Mother.
I have to be careful with these 3 because they'll steal each other's treats, like right out of my hand. Alright. And then I scatter feed. So I put a little up here, a little in this box, A little on one of the hammocks, if I can reach it. And then the rest, I just scatter. Some landed on Sailor. Sorry, my love. Now the group of 7, as I mentioned, gets 5 extra grams, so they get 75 grams of food, so. And then 7 of these. Am I gonna have like I'm gonna have the perfect amount? No, I'm 1 short. Hi, my loves. Okay. Ready? Honey, Orvie. Careful.
Jesus.
Hex, Hopper. Right here. Fife. Fifey. Lauren. And Bud.
ASMR.
There. Here, distract yourself. And I start up here. I put a little right here. A little in this basket. I have another basket over here. I don't know if it's visible, but I put some in here. She's like, leave me alone. It's like, how dare you insult me? Alright. And then I scatter the rest at the bottom. You should come get a close-up of Sunny and Cloud and what they're gonna do.
All right, I'll stand.
So the 4 of them, do you see her? Do you see Cloud chewing on the bars? 4 of them get 40 grams.
Where's the home drum?
Yeah, my oldie. I did have the perfect time. Well, oops. It is sometimes it's a spare. Alright. I'm opening the door, guys. Let go of it. Let go. Okay. You want a second? There you go. Take it. Eyes on the prize, camera woman. Alright. Now I just gotta feed the boys. Don't mind her poor friend, she just woke up. She's very old. And now we get to enjoy the symphony of rats eating.
Sailor? Oh, you don't even exist to her.
No, there's food. Her love for me is very limited. And then I'll go ahead and show you exactly how I do this. So, obviously, put it on scale, zero it out, and then for the boys, they get about 30. There we go. That's it. It's pretty simple. Eventually, I'll show you how I make my mix, but 2 of my core ingredients are no longer viable. What I was using for my protein went up 9% protein, so I can't use that anymore. And then what I was using for my base was discontinued. So I have to recalculate things now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do all the fun stuff below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Goodbye.